Wow, that is a mouthful. Yeah. What is this? What? Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rissa for those who are new here, and thank you so much for watching. In today's video, as you can see by the title, we are doing this kind of orangey, warm fall makeup look while I chit chat and give you my thoughts on what's been going on with me, as well as my thoughts on going into my last year of my 20s, and just some updates of what is to come in the end of September and October. We're going to be moving into the house soon, spoiler alert. And yeah, so I just figured I'd sit down and get ready. We're gonna be going to a wine fest later, and figured I'd just film, get ready, and kind of talk with you guys. Just, it's been a while since I've done like a chit chat video. I feel like a lot of my get readies ends up being like a chatty video, but just more of a just update, talking through some things kind of video. So I figured I'd film that today before we head out. But I would love if you subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. But if you want to see how I got this look, oh, if you are not following me on Instagram, it is at From Hem to Stem. I of course will have that down below. And if you'd love to see how I got this look, then let's go ahead and get started. I hope that is in focus. So I got my hair pulled back, got you guys zoomed in. And honestly, I just kind of wanted to like chit chat and get ready. We are actually going to go to a wine fest later, but I do have some like filming and stuff I want to do, and just some computer work around here. But I figure I'd get ready and just kind of chat with y'all. It is, let's see, it is exactly 1 week before we move into our house finally. I feel like, by the way, I will link everything I'm using down below. I'm just putting on the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. As you can see, I practically have like a brand new one. And I'm just gonna put that over my face. So yeah, we're exactly 1 week from moving into our house, which I'm super excited about. And yeah, it's been a long process, but I've been trying to have like patience with it. And whew, yeah, honestly, it's been kind of tough mentally on me, because I just have like kind of been fighting like my creative juices of like things I want to do and things I want to create and film, and also sew and DIY. So it's been kind of challenging for me in that aspect. That part's been tough. But on the flip side, I just turned 29 last year of the 20s, which is crazy. Now I apologize if I'm kind of using half natural, half my lighting, so just if it's going in and out, just that's why. And so I turned 29. It's my last year of my 20s, which honestly, like, if you would have told me that like maybe a couple years ago, that I would actually be happy and like in a good place in the last year of my 20s, I would have been like, you're crazy, because just way how my life has gone, I did not expect this is where my life would be. And that has taken a long time for me to like kind of like been a tough pill to swallow, because I've always had this plan. I've always been a planner, and I've always known exactly what I wanted to do, where I wanted to be, how I wanted my life to go. And God had other plans. We'll just say that. It was that's not what happened, and I'm okay with that. And I'm happy with the way things have gone. I mean, am I fully happy? No, but I've accepted the fact, whoa, that's really dark. I've accepted the fact with how things have gone, and I am much stronger in my faith and in knowing that no matter what, honestly, God, I love this brow stuff, I'm gonna be okay. No matter what, I'm going to be fine. And that is a really tough, especially if you have battled depression and anxiety. And I don't use those things lightly. I have actually been diagnosed with both those things. Now I feel like maybe comparatively to other people, mine have been very circumstantial, and I've found ways to cope with that, with those things, just to throw that out there. But that is such a hard battle to get your mind in that place where you feel like no matter what, you're going to be okay. And I am proud to say, like, I'm at that point. Now, is it going to be perfect all the time? Like, is my mindset going to be absolutely perfect all the time thinking that? No. But I have the tools, and I've done the personal work, and I've done the growth to know, hey, when those things are coming, and allow myself, one, to wallow in it, or I know what to do to, in a way, get out of that funk. Now, I have been in that funk since I've been here, and that is nothing against, like, my in-laws. So I don't want that to come off like super ungrateful. I am very grateful that they allowed us to stay here and not have to, like, rent another place and, you know, have that added expense. That is not what I'm meaning at all. So that's just to throw that out there. They have been absolutely amazing and with helping us with that and helping us with move and just a lot of things that they've helped us with. And my parents as well, even though my parents are, you know, all the way in Arizona, they have helped us too. Like, they've helped us with this process, and, you know, things are going good. And, you know, back to me being 29 and going, you know, in my last year of my 20s, you know, I thought I would be in a different place when I turned 29. I did thought I was going to be married, and I am happily married. But I also thought I would be a mother and have, like, certain personal things be different, like being a mother, and, you know, and I put that pressure on myself just a long time ago, you know, and that is the whole fighting the planner aspect of myself of, you know, this is where it's going to go. I'm going to graduate. I'm going to work in the industries. I'm going to have this type of career, and I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this. And that is not what happened. You know, there was a lot of things that happened to me before I moved to Texas, and also while I was in Texas. Nothing super bad, but things that I had to figure out how to handle personally and grow in that. And I look back and say I'm grateful now, but back then I was not. But I feel like I'm a much stronger, more sure person of myself, and you know what, I'm happy. Like, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy with things are going. And one thing I'm trying to learn is, like, to not rush and to be patient and to be in the moment and look at what's going on in front of you right now. And that is something I will have to continually work on, because I've always been the next step kind of girl. Like, as soon as I knew I wanted to go to this college, I'm like, okay, I want to be at this college. I'm like, I'm done with high school. I want this, this, and this. As soon as I, you know, went into serious relationships, I'm like, okay, I want to be married. I want to, you know, become a mother. I want to do all these things. Like, I didn't, and that's probably why a lot of the relationships didn't go well, or did not end up well. One, because I think they were not right for me anyways, now that I look at it now. But it was because I couldn't just focus on enjoying what I had. And I was always about, okay, next step, next step, next step. Milo's here with me if you hear him kind of scratching. And I've always was like, next step, next step. And that's not the way to live. That, like, because I could feel like that can make other people feel rushed. That can make other people feel like they're not good enough, because I'm always kind of looking for the next thing. And I'm working on it. I'm working on just being patient, and whatever is meant to be will be, and looking and focusing on, like, what I can do right now. That's the other thing, like, that I feel like I've learned in the past couple of years is I can only control what I can control. Like, I can control what my reactions are to things. I can control what I can actually physically do and think. And that's another tough one that I took a long time to learn, and I feel like I have learned it. And I feel like that has alleviated a lot of anxiety for me, which, like, is a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. And I'm much stronger in my faith, and you know, I do, like, for the record, like, I do believe in God, I do believe in Jesus, and I will, if you want to know more about like my testimony or like more about my faith, I'll happily do a video on that. I just don't, you know, I have a hard, like, I don't want to be judged, and I don't want to say anything offensive, like, because I'm the type of person, like, I want to be kind and courteous to everybody, and have respect for everybody, but to tell you, like, that's just me, that's just how I am, and me being so much stronger in my faith has also alleviated a lot of anxiety, and it just helped me, also helped with my patience, because I can become a very impatient person. I mean, Jordan can completely attest to that. If he was in here like playing video games or something as I'm filming, he would 100% be laughing, you know? And like, obviously I'm not perfect and I have still a lot more to grow. I feel so secure with who I am right now and how I am right now. I feel like I have a really high self-esteem and self-confidence, and I have more ability to accomplish. Actually, one of my goals this year was to be bold and be bolder, and I feel like I am, and I feel like I'm getting there, and I feel like I'm pushing my boundaries and pushing my comfort zone and going after things I truly want and being more stern about what I want. Now, if you've watched like my video about my wedding, you know, I admit I didn't do a good job of that, and that was a lesson I have learned, and now I'm at that point where I'm getting better at that also because of that. And now, I'm not saying I hated my wedding. I mean, obviously I said that. I mean, I did not hate my wedding at all. Like, it was the best day of my life so far, and I am super grateful for that day, and I'm super grateful for everyone that helped with that day. And people that have met me and know me, they always say like, oh, you're such a strong, confident person. And you know, me being kind of self-critical, I don't always feel that way. Like, I feel like I could be better about that in some ways or another. And I'm using my Tarte cream bronzer in Seychelles from my project pan, which there will be an update coming soon on that. Anyways, and I think that is something that is a constant thing that you can work on, and I feel like I'm working on it more and more. And yeah, I mean, everyone has insecurities. Like, I'm not denying that at all. Everyone has insecurities, and a lot of people kind of question what mine are. And I tell them, like, I'm not afraid. That's another thing, like, I'm not afraid to express my insecurities. I have insecurities about my body and my health and my strength. I have insecurities about certain aspects of my body, and that's okay. And if people kind of disagree, like, how can I? You have a perfect model-esque body. And I was like, well, maybe I want to be a little heavier, or maybe I want to be a little stronger. Like, it's, you know, everyone has something. Like, everyone has something. And that's where a lot of my compassion is, and what I try to remember is, like, everyone has something going on. There's no one that has like completely perfect life. There's always something going on. And again, that is okay. And I think that's one thing that we can have like as a common ground, is like, remember that everyone has something going on. And there may be people who are just intentionally mean and bad, but for the most part, like, I don't think anyone is legitimately trying to, or I don't think everyone is trying to legitimately hurt people. I'm gonna go into my Kosas Duo. I haven't really touched this a whole lot, but I figured I would. I'm going for like a warm look today. I'm gonna go into the blush. So I'm actually really looking forward to October, which is very odd because I'm a summer girl and not really ready for summer to be over. I'm really looking forward to October because I'm gonna be in the house. I'm gonna decorate Halloween. Now I been shopping around for a bunch of Halloween stuff, and that'll be in a haul soon. And because actually I didn't have a whole lot of Halloween decorations, which was surprising. That was mostly Sierra. And the other reason why I'm really excited for October is my family is coming. My parents are coming, and they're actually gifting us some furniture of theirs, which I'm really excited about. So a lot of like the furniture is going to be antiques and hand-me-downs that are, you know, been in my family for generations, which I really like. And that's the other thing, like I am not anti-aesthetic, but I don't really have like if someone tried to tell me like what my like interior style is, I don't know exactly what to call it, because there are some antiques, there's some modern pieces, there's a lot of earthly pieces. I definitely know it's not like true modern, and it's not minimalistic at all. Like I'm going to have a lot of antiques and found pieces. I'm gonna have a lot of like found pieces from places I've traveled, as well as just found in different antique stores that I liked. But there's also like Disney stuff, it's literally all over the place. And it's not that I don't like aesthetic or anything like that, it's just, to me, I think I like too many things, and I haven't figured out like to stick with one. But also I feel like I don't need to stick with one. Like, you tell me, like, do you really need to stick with one? Like, I know it's my personal home, or it's our personal home. I need to remember to keep saying that. But Jordan's left me in charge of interior decorating, so just saying. And I want it to be fun, but I also want it to look sophisticated, but I don't want it to look cold and like feel like people walk in and like they can't touch anything. Like, I definitely want it to feel welcoming and homey and fun. And yeah, so I can't put a pinpoint on that, like if there's a certain aesthetic that is around that, to be honest. I'm gonna go into the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I'm so excited to get in it. I feel like I've said that in every single video since I've left the apartment, or since we've bought the house, because it's gonna be so much fun. And like I said, my parents are coming, and it's actually gonna be my mom's 55th birthday, and she might be mad that I said that, and we're gonna go to the Arboretum where Jordan proposed and where we had our engagement pictures, and they're doing like a whole pumpkin patch thing that I do plan on vlogging. When they're here, they don't really like to be on camera a whole lot. So I'm gonna respect that, and also, of course, I want to pay attention and spend time with them. But I also will capture some of the memories. And anyways, they're bringing some furniture, and they're just some other stuff. And then my mom said she's bringing like my memorabilia from like when I was a kid, since I now have a house to house all that. And I probably put too much there. Well, so that'll be fun. They'll be here for a week. And they're gonna, like, me and Jordan will be obviously working from home, but they'll be like at the house and probably like exploring and like doing their own thing, you know, because this is like their vacation, and it's my mom's birthday. So I'm really excited about that. There's some friends' birthdays. Going in with the elf blush. Some sort of like, I definitely want to do like a housewarming party. Maybe it end up being like a Halloween party. I don't know. Haven't fully decided yet. But Jordan's been busy with coaching, and so he might not be able to be in a whole lot of vlogs, which it's just fine. It's soccer season right now. If you're new here, yes, Jordan coaches soccer, youth soccer, so that's what he does, and that's why like a lot of times you see me like just home alone a lot. He's off doing practice or games or whatever, which is fine. I'm really happy that soccer is our thing that we do together a lot, but I'm also happy that like he has his own thing, even though like I go to his game sometimes, and he like kind of talks to me and, you know, asks, I don't know, say ask for advice, but just like I'm like someone he bounces ideas off of. Going into my little tart palette, as you have sneak peek of a new pan, and he'll talk to me about it, but like I have offered to like be a coach with him, but also at the same time I told him, I was like, look, that's your thing, like you need to have a thing that, yeah, it's great that we do a lot of things together, like just in general we do a lot together, but you also kind of need your thing. And we're also the type of couple that like we like our space, like we like sometimes honestly, like before at the apartment, like you I don't know if you've seen old videos where he's literally playing video games like 5 feet from me and I'm filming, and you know, we are together, but at the same time we like have our own space, like we're not really talking, we're doing our own thing. And so I cover my face with this highlighter, and it's good that we have our own thing, and I think that gives each other a break from each other, which I think is good, because we don't want to burn each other out, and we don't want to be at each other's throats, and we don't want any of that. Where did that brush go? Anyways, I guess I'll just use this brush. I'm gonna go into, I'm trying to like not pour it, the NYX Mineral Veil powder that I just got, and I'm really liking it. And I'm gonna just like barely put some on this brush and kind of swirl it a little bit. That's the only downside of that powder, is that it doesn't have like a cover or anything. I'm just gonna set my under eyes, because we're gonna be like outside at the wine fest, so it's gonna kind of want the makeup to stay, you know. Yeah, that powder just like mattifies, but I'm afraid it like, I don't know if it like takes away coverage or what. Again, I'm still like kind of testing it out. Okay. Then I'm actually gonna take a bigger, fluffier brush and just kind of get into it. But it's like kind of going on. I definitely feel like I've been kind of in a rough place. I'm just kind of like trying to like set everything. I hope it doesn't like take away too, oh gosh, I feel like it took away a lot. I'm gonna go back in with my bronzer and brush and bronzer and blush to kind of like go over that a little bit more. Okay, note to self, do this powder first and then do the other stuff. It's also kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I think I just need to go in with it again. So I'm gonna go in with it again. I've been kind of like up and down and kind of battling some demons of mine in terms of just depression and just trying to push through. And honestly, Jordan has kind of felt the same way, because he's feeling a little burnt out, and it's because it's a lot. Like, this is a lot of change. Like, we just got married and we're gonna get into a house. He's never owned a home before. I technically have, but I'm not trying to like, you know, that was years ago, so it's just a lot of change. And then the fact that we've lived, you know, been at my in-laws and kind of been, no, I don't want to say like absolutely unable to do the things we really love to do. We just kind of been going nonstop, which it's, you know, you burn out. And that's kind of why, like, last week I took a break from filming. I didn't post any because, one, I wasn't in a good space, and I want to be a space of joy, and I want to be a space of entertainment, and I don't want, you know, but also have some reality to it. Like, nothing's faked, nothing is, you know, produced, you know, dramatically. That's not what I wanted for this channel. So I just needed a break, and that's okay, and make sure, and to work on myself and make sure I was in a good space mentally before I, you know, picked up the camera again. And then honestly, I gotta remember, there's nothing wrong with breaks. I'm gonna go into the ColourPop Sandstone palette, and then I'm gonna start with the shade Vortex, which I should be hitting pan soon. I'm just gonna go in the crease. I'm going with like a warm brownie look, nothing crazy. That's the other thing, like, this is such a me thing. Like, this has nothing to do with anybody else. It's just sometimes like when I was at my parents', like I felt like last Christmas. Was it last Christmas? No, the Christmas before. I felt fine like vlogging randomly or like just being in my room, but like I felt like uncomfortable like filming in front of them or with them or whatever. And that's just another thing I gotta work on, because this is something I want to, you know, I really enjoy making videos. I enjoy editing them. I enjoy making graphics. Like that creative side of me is just flourishing, you know. And you know, when I'm not and when I'm not in like my own personal space, like back when I like at the apartment or in like my own house or anything, like I have a hard time like feeling comfortable picking up the camera. And I'm pretty sure a lot of creators kind of feel that way, where it can just, I don't know if embarrassing's right, it just doesn't feel comfortable, to be honest. I'm gonna go into grounded right here. I'm gonna go just tap a little bit, just kind of go on the outside just to deepen up a little bit. So I'm, like I said, I'm still like, I feel super secure in what I want to do, who I am, and where I want to be in life and all that. But for the life of me, I cannot get comfortable like filming and with other people around. Like it took me a long time to get comfortable with Jordan, like just being in the room. I'm just like, it's a process. It's a, you know. So if you're other creators out there, like, do you feel the same way? Because I know I do. Okay, so I'm gonna speed up and just kind of go through these eyes, and then I will be right back. So my camera died, so I just continued on. I use the NYX Epic Wear waterproof eyeliner in brown as my eyeliner. As you can see, wings got a little out of control. I wasn't wanting a huge wing today, but that's okay. And then what I did was put, as you saw, Spring Valley, and then Pueblo on the inner corner and brow bone. And then the other eyeliner I did was, this was a ColourPop, I think this is in the shade Brownstone, in my waterline. And so now we're gonna move on to lips. I'm gonna go into the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. This is just a lip liner to make sure the lipstick doesn't bleed. But I actually like mixing this with like a warmer nude. It actually ends up being really pretty, which is actually what I'm gonna do today. Just to line my lips, not going crazy. So as you can see, well, actually it looks a little warm on camera, but it's actually a little more pinky mauve. And then for lipstick, I'm gonna go into the ColourPop Ariel lipstick. It's in my project pan. I've actually used up quite a bit, but this is like my go-to warm peachy nude color. Yeah, this just pulls, like, makes the nude, brings the warmness. And then I'm going to go into the e.l.f. lip plumping gloss. This is another project pan item, and just kind of put it in the center. Yeah, so that is the final look. Very like warm, fall-y kind of a feel. And actually I prefer warm tones when it comes to just like makeup looks. I feel like it goes with my skin tone, makes me feel more alive. However, I am tipping my toe in cool tones. I'm liking how that looks, especially like blues definitely make my eyes look brown, and actually sometimes warm tones and like greens make my eyes look green. It's really interesting. So yeah, that is the final look, and I'm gonna zoom you guys out to finish off this video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of like chit chat getting ready with me, all my thoughts on what's been going on with me, as well as entering my last year of my 20s, and kind of some updates on like the house and what's gonna be coming in October. Yeah, it's really exciting, stressful, nerve-wracking, you know, anxiety-inducing all at once, but I'm very excited and I feel like I'm in a good place now. You know, change honestly causes some ruts, but I'm getting out on the other side of it, as well as Jordan as well. And we're just excited, and I'm really excited for what's to come in this last year of my 20s. I mean, it's gonna probably be another crazy year, just like my 28th year. That was a whirlwind, that's for sure. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this look, and if you recreate it, please tag me at From Hem to Stem. That is my Instagram handle. I of course have that link down below as usual. Thank you again so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for new videos every single week. I'm really excited for the videos to come, and let me know your thoughts down below on this look and anything you would like me to film makeup wise or DIY wise. Wow, that is a mouthful. Yeah, let me know down in the comments any videos you're interested in me filming, and thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.